setting that up. We're live.
Yay!
Woo! Wait for people to get here.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Here. Oh, that's right.
Go post in the Discord that we're live now in case some people haven't noticed. You doing that?
Yeah, different chat.
Hey, Mandy's here.
Hello.
What's up?
Hello.
We're just letting a couple people arrive first, and then we'll get everything started. We are going to be painting our miniatures that we put together last time. They're all primed and ready to go now. Oh, I'm going to actually collect up a couple more paints, too. Is there fresh water in here?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's fresh water here and
Awesome.
here. We have more paints here.
I wanted to grab these. I don't think we're going to want any of the flocking that I have, really. We don't need snow for anything. We don't need sand for anything.
No.
Okay. Cool. Oh. Pip is here.
Hello.
Hola, Pip.
Welcome. Like I said, I was going to watch a couple tutorials on like how to paint these cars, but I didn't have time. So we're just going to wing it.
I think you said that before we went live.
Huh?
Nothing. Anyways. Yes. We're going to wing it. We're going to figure it out.
Oh,
I don't know what I'm going to paint. I don't know if I want to paint a car.
I think I want to paint the car.
Or if I want to paint something else first.
I'll probably paint
I brought these over because I thought it would be really cool to paint one of the cars with color shift paint.
Yeah.
These are really cool. Yeah, just paint. I know that's what I think too. Because like the worst you can do is you just gotta like paint back over it, which is fine.
Yeah.
You can't really go too wrong with it. It'll be fine.
Okay. All right.
Are you gonna do any color shift paint on yours, or do you want?
I'm just doing a taxi.
Colors? You're just doing flat colors.
Yeah,
okay,
I've never seen a color shift taxi except. Well, not even the cash cab is color shift. It has the lights on the inside, but I can't do that.
Yeah, I want to do color shift with mine if I am painting the car. You have to do like a layer of metal first. I'm trying to remember exactly. No, it's got to be black. It's got to go like full black first, and then I got to do the metal paint over top of that.
Got some paint.
And then I can do the other thing. Oh, I should also grab my wet palette.
I don't know what yellow to use. So I have to use a very vibrant yellow for a taxi.
I can't quite use my wet palette because I didn't prepare it. It takes like 15 minutes to get it ready. I could start getting it ready now, though. I have the top half that I can use. It's just like a dry palette. I kind of want to get my wet palette ready.
Get it ready.
Okay. I will be right back. You entertain the crowd.
Yes. Hello, everyone. Thank you to Pit Pop, who lets us borrow a lot of her painting stuff. She has definitely broadened our horizons when it comes to painting miniatures. I like that. I do like that. Do I have anything in here? This must be the paint. So what I think I might do to try to get a more vibrant yellow is kind of mix it with some white. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think I think that's a decent idea. If I like kind of mix these two together, and then I'll get like a really bright white or bright yellow for a taxi color. It's most vibrant over black. That is good to know. This is good to know. Ooh, what is this? This one just has a bunch of green. We haven't pulled out our paints in so long. This has a bunch of green at the bottom, and it's just yellow. But we will see. The one thing that I'm kind of a little bit nervous about is painting the car windows. I don't really know how to go about doing that, but we will try.
Is soaking 15 minutes, and
It
I'll have
says
that.
that you can just like throw it, put the sponge on paper in the water and get it wet and toss it back in.
15 minutes. I just throw the sponge and paper in the water, get it wet, then toss it back in. Yeah, I guess I probably can do that. It says to put it in hot water for 15 minutes, like the parchment, and I've done that every single time. I don't know how much of a difference it makes. I'll leave it in for a couple minutes and we'll go grab it.
Okay. So do you think mixing these two colors together will make like a color?
Hey, Tom. Sorry.
Welcome.
What are you trying to do?
Make like a taxi color. Like if I mix these two together.
Do you have a picture anywhere of a taxi? It might be useful to have a picture of a taxi.
Yeah, it might be a little useful to have some taxi pictures.
Let's get a picture of a taxi. I can print off a picture of a taxi.
Yeah, I guess.
There's one there, but I'm going to print you a picture of a taxi.
Yeah, paints do go bad. This white is actually a little bit chunky.
Oh, white is always chunky.
Yeah, but
that's nothing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. The white is fine. It's just every single white paint on the planet is chunky because it's almost impossible to get a pigment of white that doesn't have chunks in it.
Okay, so here it's like the taxi. It's like black, and then it has the word taxi in yellow. You can kind of see that. That is probably where I'm going to start, I think.
Picture of a taxi for you?
Yeah.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, I'm probably not going to add the little checkers, but, you know, well.
It's apparently a Facebook page.
It's a Facebook page.
Yeah, I don't know.
Taxi, the Facebook page.
Taxi, the Facebook page.
All right. I'm just going to kind of go for it, and I am going to try to make a taxi color.
That's your best bet. That yellow on its own is probably going to give you a pretty close taxi color anyways.
I don't know what brush to mix things.
Oh, I'll grab...
This is your nice brush, isn't it?
Yeah, I do have some crappy brushes you can kind of use for stuff like that.
For like mixing and stuff?
You can use the nice brushes as long as you clean them up. Oh, they might be in the very bottom drawer of that thing. So try the very bottom drawer there.
Oh, there. This one.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a bunch of kind of crappy brushes in there you can use.
Crappy brushes.
There's a picture of a taxi.
Woo, taxi!
Hi, Biggie.
Hello.
Hello, everybody. Hello, Denise.
Welcome, welcome.
Who else do we have here? I think we go. Oh, we got 5 people watching right now. That's awesome.
5 is the magic number.
5 is the magic. Yeah, I guess I'll start with a car as well.
I think I'm just gonna go ahead and start painting it yellow. I think that's a good step.
Yeah, definitely. I got to start black on mine.
Should have probably got some paper towel.
I can get some paper towel. I'm the gopher tonight. And I'll just bring my paper up now. It's probably so good.
Yeah, it's fine. But I will start with getting some white on here and mixing that up. I am not a professional like miniature painter by any means, but I painted some. Alex does most of the painting. He's really, really good at it. But I think I, just kind of do what I want, and then it kind of turns out okay most of the time. So I'm okay with that as well. I hope the audio's okay. I hope that everybody can hear me fine. I'm just starting to mix my colors to get nice. I don't know if this is too much white. Pip, correct me if I'm doing anything wrong. Yay, the audio is great. Thank you for reassuring me on that. Okay, got all the white off of that. Now I'm just gonna go ahead. Hopefully don't spill this everywhere. There we go. And mix this together with this. Let's see what I get.
Wet palette's ready. Paper towel is here. I think we're actually ready now. I'm actually ready.
This is kind of looking good.
Are you mixing the white with that?
Yeah.
Yeah. You can also mix in that if you want.
That's probably a better idea.
The wet palette is like the best way to mix. That's kind of what part of what the wet palette's for.
Okay, well I'll try scrape what
Audio's
I have.
good? Woo!
I'm gonna scrape what I have and move it to the wet palette.
I tried to get the webcam going in. The same webcam that we used on our gaming stream on Sunday, but for some reason when I do this on YouTube, it doesn't like it. It just likes the webcam that's built into the laptop. So I'll figure it out eventually though.
We will all figure it out eventually.
Okay, so what kind of a brush do I want here? I'm gonna start with probably the monster brush. Yeah, this one.
Do you think this does not look like a taxi color? Do you think it does?
Yeah, it looks close enough.
Okay.
It doesn't have to be that bright, and some taxis are a bit darker like that too.
Yeah, maybe I'm gonna what?
I just find it funny that you're mixing with the end of the brush and not the brush.
Is it? Ah!
Oh, awesome. Yeah, thank you. Pip said she'd help me with camera stuff. Woo! I feel like it looks better on this one than it did on the one last Wednesday. Like it looks a little clearer. Actually, no, it's got a good angle there.
Yeah, I'm just mixing my paint. Hopefully getting the right color.
Yeah, so I'm going to start by painting this black. But that's only because you're supposed to do that first if you're going to do color shift. So just got to give it a full coat of black.
I think I got a good color going on for the taxi. We'll see how this turns out.
So one of the things that I've heard a lot with painting these cars, I think it was on Reddit that I saw it, on the Marvel Crisis Protocol Reddit. They can get really streaky because of how flat everything is.
Yeah.
So just kind of make sure you go in one direction when you're painting.
I don't know if I should use a bigger brush. Do you think that's okay?
I mean, it's fine. I'm using a bigger brush. It just means it'll take you longer to cover a smaller or a larger area.
Oh yeah, this is a good color for a taxi.
Yeah, it's definitely a good color.
Yeah.
Black makes the color on top pop more. Yes, and it's just so these color shift paints, they're really unique. They have a very specific way you're supposed to lay them on. And if you don't, they don't really work. They come up really weird colors. You have to put them over top of black, or if you don't, it doesn't really look right. But it also suggests that you do black and a little bit of metal, which I think what I'll do before I keep going over this
Ooh.
Oh, never mind. It's probably over here. I think it's in one of these drawers. Did you? Oh, you took those ones out. Is it in here? Aha! Metal medium. This stuff. If I mix a little bit of that with the black, it kind of adds little metal flakes into it, and it makes it look like metal.
My taxi is coming along.
But I can't add too much of the metal stuff because it'll make it go really silvery, and I don't really want gray here. I want black. It's really hard to kind of mix this right.
Do you guys remember how much trouble I had gluing on the top of the taxi?
Deciding where to put the taxi thing.
Yeah. And now I'm happy where I put it.
Yeah, it looks good.
This wet palette is amazing.
Yeah, the wet palette's fantastic. And I left it for maybe 5 minutes, and it seems like it's working fine. So I speak multiple hobby languages.
I read that. That was so funny.
Yeah, it's lots of fun. I find painting miniatures very relaxing. It's a really good little pastime. I don't get to do it as much lately because I'm so busy now, but when I do get to do it, it's a nice time to sit.
I know. We're so busy that I didn't even have a chance to watch one little tutorial video to learn how to paint cars. Well, mostly car windows. I wanted to know how to paint car windows.
Well, dishes are important.
Yes. Good luck doing your dishes.
Yes.
We will still be here when you get back.
Yep. We're not going anywhere till 9:30 or so.
Like 9:45, 9:30. We want to catch a G&T's reaction tonight.
I can see how these come out streaky. Like I get what people mean about that.
Yeah.
But you just got to do layers. If you keep doing layers, it'll be fine.
Yeah, I think the top of mine looks good.
Even if it was still a little streaky in the end, and you did a bit of dry brushing over top of the streaks, it would probably come out like really nice and flat. Hello, Jenny.
Jenny Boo. She's back. Woo!
Woo.
I'm painting a taxi. And I'm very impressed with the color that I got.
Yeah, that looks great.
Oopsie.
Oh, yours doesn't look streaky at all.
I'm just super talented.
Very clearly. Jenny says it's beautiful.
Thank you, Jenny. Jenny always supports me.
You got your haircut? I got my haircut yesterday. Everybody's getting their haircut. Somebody else got their haircut. I think Pip.
Yeah, she did.
Yeah. It was time.
Yeah, your hair was long.
Yeah, it got crazy. Last time I got my haircut, I said I wanted to try growing it out. So I did. And then at like a certain point,
You just regretted it.
Yeah, 100%. I was just like, why did I do this? This was a terrible idea. I should have never grown it out. I think it looks good when it's grown out. That's the problem. I always like look at pictures of myself with long hair and I'm like, oh, that looks cool. I need to grow my hair back out. And then I grow it back out and I'm like, wow, this is a pain in the ass.
Why did
Time
I
to
do
chop
this?
it all off.
Beep, beep. Anybody need a ride? It's the cash cab. We should do some trivia.
We should do some trivia. That actually might be a weirdly fun stream if we just kind of got a bunch of trivia cards and like.
I'll come pick you up, Jenny. In my little car.
I've been saying that in my head. Yeah, that's how I always feel. I'm like, I'm gonna grow it out, and then I grow it out, and I'm like, I should have never grown it out. Time to get it. Yeah, I feel like that would be a fun idea, a little trivia stream.
Would you guys be up for some trivia? Yes or no? We could make it happen. Yes.
Japanese is my favorite language. I don't know what kind of trivia we do, but I guess we could like do categories. Then we could figure something out.
Marvel trivia, because
trivia.
Marvel seems to be a theme, and lots of people like Marvel.
That could be one of the categories, at least.
Yeah.
Yeah, that might be really fun.
Oh, what's up? Kaz is here.
Yo! What's up, Kaz?
Yeah, we'll be dropping in your live tonight, too. We're excited.
I need more black on there. You know, I need a different brush because I just don't want to mix the metal particles into that.
This is my taxi so far, people. Hells to the yeah.
Actually, question 2. When we say Kaz, is that right? Because I know it's casual, like that's the thing. So would you say Kaz or would you say Kaz? I just say Kaz.
I say Kaz. That's what it looks like to me. So that's what I'm gonna say.
Trivia is fun. I'll definitely be a loser on Marvel trivia. Almost everyone says Kaz. I mean, that's what rolls off the tongue most naturally when you read it. But it kind of makes sense that you say Kaj, like the short form for casual. So
wait, is your name Casual?
That's like his streaming name, or
that's not your real name. Like no. Casual is your real name? Because if it is, that's really fucking cool. I'll name my first child Casual if that's your real name.
I need a different brush for mixing here because I need to get some of the black paint out of there, but I don't want to mix the little metal particles in there. He said, I wish. I assumed that was the answer.
I was very excited about that.
One of the things that's hard to remember when you start streaming, but like I'm getting a little used to it. God, 7 kids named after them now. Is that we're delayed. So like, we'll see the chat and then we'll say something and then
I know sometimes I'll ask a question and then I'm like,
you're waiting for an
in my head
response.
I'm like, why aren't they answering me? And then everybody starts answering. I'm like, oh, I just have to learn how to be patient. That's why. It's Cameron Cam. I am going to forever call you Casual.
Yeah.
That is your real name. I have dubbed thee Casual.
It's like it's like me with Wazmo.
Yeah.
Yeah. Although I never, well, I don't know. I shouldn't say I never really intended my stage name or screen name or whatever you want to call it to be Wazmo, because I kind of did. But then I named the band Wazmo, and then I felt weird that the band's name was Wazmo, and I would hold that side. I was like, well, the band is everyone. It's not just me. But
Wazmo's a vibe.
Wazmo's a vibe. That's it. If you look on Urban Dictionary, that's what it says. Wazmo's a vibe. There's a song called Walking with the Wazmo by Jerry something or other. It's like an old jazz song. It's really cool. And that's what it is in that song.
Yep. It's just a vibe.
That's it.
And when y'all are hanging out with us, you're vibing. You know? You're Wazmoing.
You're Wazmoing. That sounds weird. I don't like it as a verb.
Sorry. I'm being kind of sloppy because I know it's yellow and I can kind of just paint over with other colors.
I am too, but that's fine. You don't really have to worry about being too sloppy because, especially if you're just doing the body, everything else you can fix later.
Wazmo. What did he say?
Wasmatic.
Wasmatic.
I like that.
Wasmatic. I had to scroll down. Wasmatic. What does Wazmo mean? It's a vibe.
Yeah,
that's it.
It does. Initially, it didn't really mean much. I've been trying to figure out exactly where I got the name Wazmo from, but I don't know. I've used it since I was a kid on pretty well everything I've done and everything online. My username was always Wazmo. My PlayStation username is Wazmo. Everything has always been Wazmo for me. There's an artist from I think the 80s or something. He's a new wave artist called Wazmo Nariz.
He's horrible.
He's not very good. He was, I think Jimmy Fallon had him on his list of some of the worst musicians of all time or worst songs or whatever. Anyways, he's weird. I think my dad was kind of into his music, or at least like was into the joke of his music or whatever. And I think a long time ago when I was a kid, he had a password on a website, and the password was Wazmo. And I had to use it for some reason to log into it. And the name got stuck in my head from that point, and I started using it on everything. That's the only thing that I can remember that I think it came from.
Everybody Wazmo.
But yeah, it's definitely a vibe. There's this, like I said, there's a song called "Walking with the Wazmo," and the way he's singing about it, and the lyrics make it sound like Wazmo's just a good time and a good vibe, and that's what I think it is.
That's what we are.
That's it.
This is great. I'm very happy to be hanging out with all y'all and painting this little taxi that I built last week.
Yeah.
I've been very excited to paint this taxi.
Yeah, I've been excited to paint these guys. I'm really excited to paint the characters too and stuff like that. Although I'm not sure I'll paint the characters on a live stream, only because it takes quite a bit of focus.
Yeah, the cars are a little bit easier.
Yeah, the cars are a lot easier. Exactly.
But that also depends. Like if you guys want to watch us paint the characters, we'll do that.
Yeah, I just feel like if I'm painting a character, I'm going to be sitting there staring at it, not talking a lot. Everyone has forgotten to hit the like button. Hit that like button. Smash that like button. We have 7 viewers and 7 likes, so I mean, that lines up, but... Oh, someone has forgotten. I read that as everyone, because I'm sitting way over here. It's possible.
Like it up, people. Like it up.
I don't think I've hit the like button.
Yeah, we're technically watching because I'm reading the comments on my phone.
That's true.
But I don't think we count as a viewer.
No, I don't think we count as a viewer, but you are able to hit your own like button.
Are you?
Yeah. It does let you do that.
Meet. Coming through. Cash Cab. Who has a trivia? Not me, because I'm not good at thinking of that stuff.
Is there like a Cash Cab game of some sort you can get that has a bunch of trivia that we could use to make our own little Cash Cab trivia game?
This is actually, sorry for ignoring you, but somebody commented about Lancelot, and this is where we bought this game. Like, we do know Lance. Like, we've become pretty good friends with him. And yeah, Alfie's awesome. This, what's his name here? Drew?
Yeah.
Drew, yeah. Alfie is our drummer. Drew knows them. Nice to meet you.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice to meet you. Yeah, no, we go to Lance's all the time. Like, that's probably my favorite store around.
Yep. And not to give anything away, but Alfie will probably be in another cover coming up soon.
Yep.
We're planning on that. We're trying to have him more included in the covers. It's hard, though, because he works a full-time job. He doesn't always have time to learn all of these songs all the time, but when he wants to be, he'll always be there.
And one of our biggest struggles with it up to this point is we don't really have a great way of recording drums yet, but that's currently in the works. Within the next couple months, we should have everything we need to be able to record drums, and that drum kit is getting a major upgrade.
Oh, yeah. It's a little bit like I don't know how else to say it besides a little bit trashy.
I mean, it's a nice kit, but
it
needs new skins, it needs new cymbals, it needs a major upgrade.
Yeah, we're happy to have you here, Drew. It's always good to have some locals in here.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
It's cool that you know Alfie and you know Lance. Lancelot Games is, like we said, our favorite store.
That's where, before we even played this, we went over to Lance's one night and we played this with him.
Yeah, we played this just to test it out when we played it with Lance.
Yeah.
But it was somewhat of a disaster. But it was still really fun.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
I was so funny you say that, Odd Tom, because I was like, oh, like, I wish I could have the lights on the inside to make the cash cab, and he said I should remove the windows. Put LED lights on the top of it.
You know what was really cool that I saw somebody did the other day? I think it popped up on my YouTube. Where is he? The red skull that comes with the set. You see he's holding that infinity cube, or the Tesseract. Somebody put tiny little LED lights, well, one tiny little LED light inside of it, so it looks like it's glowing blue. They replaced it, I think, first with a see-through Tesseract. So like they copied it as a digital file, printed it, drilled a bunch of holes into it, put a little light in it, put straight like wires through it. It's crazy, but it looked really, really cool. A little more effort than I wanted to put into it.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna try and make it look glowy with paint.
Okay. So I'm also gonna paint this yellow. But somehow paint the taxi black.
Painting the taxi black.
Like the letters.
Oh, right. Yeah, I'm painting over the bottom right now, and the number on the bottom, I still want to be able to see that in the end. I might actually.
Oh, you're painting the bottom.
Oh yeah.
I wasn't gonna paint the bottom.
You gotta paint the whole thing.
I guess.
I mean, you don't have to.
So.
You don't have to. I can't remember if the ones that Lance painted, they painted the bottom. He might have, but I don't recall.
I don't think he painted
the bottom.
No.
I guess I might as well paint the tires black while I'm painting things black. I see a red door and I want to paint it black. No colors anymore, I want them to turn black. Oh yeah, another cool thing I was going to mention. So we are going to work on starting to upload our weekly covers to Spotify. So I think our plan is in the near future, we're going to gather up a bunch of the ones we did recently and release them on an album together. And then going forward after that, we're going to try and find a way to line up like each one each week on Spotify. So when they come out on YouTube, they also come out on Spotify. You could do music trivia for the Cash Cab. That's what I was thinking. Either just straight music trivia, or we do a couple of categories and like go back and forth. Do they on Cash Cab? Do they choose a category? Is that how it works?
Each question is a different category, I think.
But do you get to choose your category, or does he choose your category?
Oh my god, I haven't watched it in so long. Does anybody know?
Me neither. I can't remember.
Pip pop. Pippity pip pip.
I think he gives you a couple of options. I think he says like, "Would you like trivia about this or that or the other?"
Yeah, and then they choose, and then they always get it wrong.
Always.
A lot of the time.
Did you ever search for the Cash Cab when you were in Toronto? Like, did you ever like?
I kept my eye open for it.
Yeah,
but,
I always.
But it's a regular cab. It's a van cab, right? So you always got to try to wave down the vans, but there's not always a van.
But
so what are you supposed to do then?
I always assumed that like maybe one day I would see one driving by with lights flashing in it or something like that.
But they have the blacked out windows. You could never.
They do?
Yeah, they have the tinted windows.
Oh. Yeah, so I guess there's no hope.
There's no hope. It's all pure luck. Well, the Cash Cab is either in Toronto or Vancouver. They switch back and forth. So you never know when he's in Toronto.
I didn't know they went to Vancouver as well.
Yeah.
I also I didn't necessarily I did look for it to want to get on it, but I also kind of looked for it to just see when they were filming one day, and maybe it would drive by with the lights flashing.
Pop culture trivia, music trivia, and Marvel trivia.
Yeah.
I like it. Did he Jenny is like Cash Cab stopped because he hit someone.
What? Is that real?
I hope so.
I hope so.
I mean, not for the person who got hit, but that's a funny fucking story of why Cash Cab got canceled.
Yeah.
I'm not even looking at. See, I need a picture of this car, not that car.
Well, I know for like the
Yeah.
little details and stuff, it's not necessarily going to help, but I just for colors and some other
that's
general
true.
ideas.
It's true. LOL.
Holy
Jimmy says.
shit.
I'm sorry, I'm laughing. I have like a dark sense of humor because shit like that really makes me laugh.
It's just crazy that's why they would like cancel the show. But I guess it makes sense. Like that is a point in which you might cancel a show like that.
That's very valid.
Yeah.
Fuck them. Just start it again.
The hardest part I think of that is if do you want to do the checkers?
No, I don't want to do the checkers, but I'm just talking about things like under here and stuff like that. Like, you know.
Jenny says Google it.
Good. I will. I'll post about it. I'll be like, did anybody know about this? Was I the only one left in the dark?
What were you trying to do? What part underneath?
Like, you know, like the little part like by the window. Like, is that black or is it? I don't know.
That little, it's the light. That's like a brake light.
I know, but everything around the brake light, you know what I mean? I'm going to paint it black underneath. I think.
Yeah, you can do that. I don't know. Just use your imagination. Whatever colors you think.
My imagination is used up for the day.
Gotta get these little mirrors.
Yeah.
I've nearly got everything painted black that I want painted black. Getting close anyways.
We're just totally painting opposite colors here.
Mm-hmm.
This paintbrush is a little bit wacky.
What one? That one? What one are you using? What does it say on the handle? Wrong section. Turn it. Detail. You're using the detail brush?
Yeah, because I'm painting something small.
Compared to like the characters and stuff, this is not small.
Well, some parts of the car are small.
You can use a detail brush if you want. That's fine. Usually that's for like painting faces and things like that on very tiny miniatures.
I know, but there's tiny parts on the car.
There. You're right.
Tiny little parts.
Use whatever brush you believe will work best.
Yeah.
It's perfectly fine.
That's what I do. It's the Jenny Marie guarantee. Some do have really strange color schemes. I agree. So, like, sometimes, like, I've called cabs before and then they pick me up and I'm like, is that a cab or, like, am I getting kidnapped?
Yeah, well, I mean, now there's Ubers and everything else, too.
Right? So. Ubers scare me.
I've taken a handful of Ubers. Not a lot.
I just have to make a shout out to Jenny. Hopefully she's listening. Me and Jenny and my other friend Jake took an Uber in Montreal once. And it was like one of the funniest car rides I've ever taken. Because my friend Jake, he's like super awkward sometimes. And we had an Uber driver and we got in the car and Jake looked at the Uber driver and said like, oh, like, are you having a good night? And the Uber driver looked at him and turned up the music really loud and ignored him and didn't talk to anybody the entire thing. Oh, it's so funny.
That is really funny.
Oh my God, I was dying. I hope I told that story right. It happened a long time ago, but it was just so funny. He just like looked and turned up the music. He's like, I'm not fucking talking to these people. He's like, I'm just here to fucking drive you around. That's it.
That's it. That's all. The only time I've ever taken an Uber was when, I think it was when Uber kind of first started coming around. And I found these coupons on Kijiji or something like that. And they were for free Uber rides. Like you put them in and you got a free ride. And I used one once and it gave me a free ride from downtown back home, which was great. And then the second time I was downtown again, I didn't really have much money. It's like, I don't want to pay for a cab. So I made a second email account, like just a random pro email account. And I put the the like code on that one again and used it again, and it worked.
That's
And
amazing.
I told the Uber driver when he picked me up, I told him literally exactly what I did, and he thought it was hilarious because he got paid either way, so it was all good.
Well, there is actually like some like stories of like Uber drivers like taking people like to the wrong destination just to be a dick and stuff like that. And it's just like, come on, people.
The other Uber that kept saying, "What am I on a diet?" Jenny just said.
What am I on a diet?
She said, "Do you remember the other Uber that kept saying, 'What am I on a diet?'"
No. Where was that?
Don't forget there's a delay.
I know there's other people. I agree. Sometimes I'd rather not talk to the cab driver or the Uber driver.
Also, I apologize if we don't like respond to people sometimes. It's just difficult to look at the chat constantly, but we will try and make sure to read everybody's chats here and there as we're painting.
We're working on it. We're working on getting better at streaming.
Yeah, this is number 3, so we're trying. I enjoyed the gaming stream. The gaming stream was lots of fun.
Yeah, I hope everybody enjoyed that.
I was glad that worked out, that we didn't have any real like major technical difficulties or anything, which was pretty cool.
I remember our first stream, Jenny wasn't here on our first stream. We got like a good handful of trolls.
Yeah, we did. I don't think we've had any tonight.
No, not tonight.
That's good.
Oh, you know what? I do remember that guy. That was the guy who knew everything about the city. And I think that was the second time that we went to Montreal. And he knew everything about the city. And I think he was our Uber driver a couple of times, if I can remember correctly. But my memory is not the best.
I think, I might be wrong about this, but I think you can request certain Uber drivers too now.
Yeah, maybe.
Depending on if they're like active or whatever.
Thanks, Odd Tom. Do you remember the taxi driver that I told you about in Peterborough before I moved out here? And he was just like, "Why aren't you staying?"
Oh,
there was,
I do.
Yeah, there was this taxi driver. I took a taxi to work one day. I don't remember why I had to take it. No, this was my last day of work, and my boss threw me like a big going away party, and that night I got super loaded, and he ended up driving me home. So the next day I took a cab back to my work to go pick up my car, and the taxi driver was just talking to me, whatever, like being normal. And he was like, "Oh, like why are you getting a ride back to town?" I was like, "I need to pick up my car because I had a going away party. I'm moving to Nova Scotia and blah blah blah." And then he started getting so weird. He was just like, he said something. He's like, "Oh, like you're perfect for me. Why do you have to move away?" He's like, "There's nobody perfect in this city. Don't move away." And I was like, "I've known you for 5 minutes. Can you please pull over? I'm scared."
Yeah, it's really weird.
It was so weird.
Yeah, the trolls weren't very nice.
I know they weren't very nice.
But those are trolls. They're not here today.
Okay, I've gotten yellow everywhere. Now I just need to paint the other things. Yeah, he was a weirdo. Instant stalker, right?
Yeah.
Like, what the hell?
Very quickly.
I know! And he said that, like, halfway through the drive. So the rest of the drive was just so fucking awkward.
Yeah, it's weird.
I just thought he was being nice.
Yep.
Like, just having a conversation. But then he's like, "You're perfect. Don't leave."
Like the way you said that. You're perfect.
It's pretty much what he did. It's like, let me out. Fogging up the window and yelling or writing help to the next car.
Yeah, exactly. He was a taxi or an Uber?
He's a taxi because Peterborough is the strangest city. Peterborough doesn't have Uber because a bunch of the taxi people went protested downtown that they were going to lose their jobs to Uber. So Peterborough doesn't have Uber in that city. And it's like near Toronto. Like you know, I don't know. But I guess I do understand the taxi business going out of business.
Well, I was gonna say, at least with Uber, like you could leave them a horrible review.
Yeah, no, taxis, you just kind of like gotta take what you get, and sometimes they're just fucking weird.
All right, so car is all black on all of the like body of it, anyways.
Do you have the little like stuff to make the brushes?
Oh yeah, the brush soap.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, I think it's over there. I think it's in one of those drawers. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It should be probably that drawer.
Oh,
Yep.
there it is. Yeah.
Just dip the brush in a little bit of water first, and then.
How did D&D go Monday? It was lots of fun, actually.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know if I can say. I guess we're not really finishing the game here, are we?
What?
Like
the Avernus game?
Avernus?
I don't know. We might. I have no idea. I don't know what's happening with that.
I'm just gonna long story short, I was not expecting to get the coolest thing in the game. And I did, and I became the most powerful thing that was there. Yeah. And I was just like, whoa, it was like when Captain Marvel got her powers for the first time. Like she took the thing off her neck and she was like, ah! That's pretty much what happened to me last night. And it was crazy.
Yeah, the campaign's done now. We finally finished that campaign. I ran Descent to Avernus over the last year and a bit. I can't remember now, but it's over. It's crazy.
It's over now.
Kind of know enough of the story because Alex can't keep a secret. I mean, it's true. Unless you're playing in my campaign and then I can keep a secret.
No.
Not really with Pip.
Not with me either.
Yeah, I usually end up telling you things.
Yeah, because
I get excited.
Well, because he'll just randomly start laughing. He'll be like, and I'm like, what? What are you laughing at? And he's like, I can't tell you because it's a part of the thing. And I'm like, just tell me. And he's like, okay.
Sometimes I keep secrets for D&D. Okay, so I want to do color shift with this car. And I can do the color shift now because it's all black. I just don't know which one I want to do yet. These are all of them, and they kind of show what colors they shift into. That one in the top looks really gray on the camera, but that one's like a blue. I almost had fun killing the party. But it didn't happen. They did quite well. I tried pretty hard in the end.
You did.
And then they pieced out. They were like,
well, the funny thing is I did die. But then we had a unicorn.
Pink blue. Yeah.
Who can heal people back to life. And then another one of our party members had good berries. And they gave me a bunch of good berries and a bunch of healing. So then I came back to life. And then I became the most powerful thing ever. I apologize for making you ill.
Odd Tom says pinky blue. What do you think?
Which one's the pinky blue?
Group people play D&D, and do they all have to be present? Remember, I'm ordering the book for dummies. Are you getting the book for dummies? That's hilarious. That's awesome.
That's so cute.
Yeah. So we have had a regular group that we play with, and we've played over the last year. Same group of people, except Shannon joined halfway through the campaign when she moved out here.
I kind of like this one. Sorry to interrupt.
That's the one that I like as well. But yeah, generally we play with the same group, and it's the story from beginning to end. It starts at the beginning of a book and then goes through to the end of the book. And yeah, we played all the way through, all the way to the very end. It took about a year. It was a lot of fun. It would have probably gotten finished a little sooner, but there was a lot of like time between games because it's hard for everyone to line up a game every single time for the same day each week. Like people have other things going on, and sometimes not everyone can make it. But yeah, it's lots of fun.
Yeah, all in all, it's hard being an adult.
Yeah. The DMing a campaign is probably the hardest part. That's what I was doing. I don't have any time to DM a campaign anymore. That was probably the biggest issue. Like back when I started it, I had a lot more free time, so I could sit and plan things out and write things down and all of that. And yes, and lockdowns caused issues too, and that made it hard to play. But yeah, now I'm actually going to get to play in a game. We're changing it around, and someone else is DMing this time, so I'm kind of excited for that because I've never actually gotten to play as a character in a Dungeons and Dragons campaign. It's hard to decide what color. I do like Tom's suggestion of pinky blue. I think it would look kind of cool. And I'm really curious as to what the pinky blue looks like when it's on something. But there's other ones here that I like too. The Evil Forest one is really cool. Borealis Green looks really cool. I don't know. I really don't know. I'm not sure when we're starting that, Pip, but I will know soon. I know you did DM for us one time, that little one shot. That was fun. That was a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun playing that. The chat game for D&D. I know. I think that's a really cool idea too. I just want to figure out the best way to do it.
Well, we do have like the little dice rollers.
We have the dice roller
and the thing, right?
Yeah. So. And then I just gotta find, because I would run it. Like I wouldn't mind running it, or even if Pip wanted to, she could run it. Somebody could run it. It's just we can do it as like a passive thing. So every now and then you can go and post and say what you're doing and blah blah blah. But it doesn't have to be like ongoing, like requiring everyone's attention all the time. We'll try and figure something out though. I like it. It's a really cool idea.
I'm happy that people are interested in it.
Mm-hmm. There's a chance to do it and let you play. Yeah, exactly. And not DM. Yeah, that's true too. Yeah, I know. I got to look into it too. There's a lot of, I know like people, and they still do. People used to do it in forums and stuff, and like they definitely still play in forums. So however that works, that would be the best way to do it. Even if we could use like simplified rules where it's not the full 5e rules or something, there's a way. I'm sure there's a way. It's kind of like text games, like I can't think of a good name of one, but like text games where it would be like you enter a room and there's a door on the left and a door on the right. Which way do you want to go? Blah blah blah. Sorry, because I'm leaning on the table. Okay, what color do I want to do here? This is a difficult
Sorry,
choice.
I'm being quiet. I'm painting like the little silver grill. It's starting to come together. Look at that. Beep beep.
I think I'm gonna do the royal burgundy. Only because I think it'll look, pinky blue would look cool too though. And it's really bright. I'm doing the pinky blue. I'm taking out Tom's suggestion doing the pinky blue. Okay. I guess I'll put it here. I'll see what it looks like when it comes out here.
Thank you.
Oh, wow. Weird. It's just like silvery, but it's got kind of a pink hue to it. It'll look a lot different than that when I lay it on the actual car, though. So let's see what we get here. I'll start it on the bottom. That way, if I don't really like it, I can just do something else.
Wow. I've never painted a car before. This is fun.
Yeah, they're fun to paint.
Yeah, they are fun. It's not like painting a character. Like you have lots more surface space and stuff like that.
This is going to need quite a few layers.
Let's see. Oh my god.
It lays on very thin.
It does lay on very thin.
Yeah.
Should have painted a taxi.
No, I want a cool color shift car. That would have done the color shift taxi.
That would have been the real cash cab.
Definitely. Oh, this does look really cool, though. Yeah, this is definitely what I'm doing. But I'm going to have to do a decent number of layers to get it to look right. That's okay. I'll show it on the camera once it's kind of dried up and looks the way it should.
I also don't know if I should maybe make the car look like banged up because it's like in the middle of a superhero fight, right? Like, should it be a little bit banged up and not perfect? Oh, Pip had a good idea.
What's that?
You should get like little pieces of plastic and make samples of each one.
Yeah, that is a really good idea. I should do something like that. I have excuse me. I have a bunch of like kind of failed 3D prints that I could do that with. Because then I could actually see them on a model too. Yeah, that's a really good idea. I should do that. And then I'll have a better idea of what they all look like. This looks really cool though. So I'm glad that I went with this one. Yeah, okay. So I think I kind of just have to let this dry before I put any more on. Got that pretty well covered. I'm just going to work on covering the whole car. I'll try and show it on the camera. I don't know if you'll be able to see what's going on here, though.
We'll post pictures, too. So whatever...
It's really tricky to see on the camera exactly what's going on with this.
We'll post pictures.
It's still really streaky, too, and really thin. Once it's all like properly coated, though, it should look the way it does, like the way it's supposed to. Do you see? Like...
Wow. That's very cool.
Yeah.
God, Tom was saying you want to watch the game instead of playing for the first time? Is that what you mean?
Like watch us play D&D?
I think that's what Tom was saying.
We do want to actually do, well, I've wanted to forever do a like live stream or video series of something of us playing through a little D&D campaign as a band, like with Alfie and everything too. That's another thing we just got to figure out and get together and all of that. But I thought that would be really fun.
It would be very fun.
Even if we do a little one shot or something like that. I think we should all dress up if we do it.
Get like a costume.
Yeah, totally.
And get like really into character.
Yes.
I'm the opposite when it comes to learning. I learn faster by doing. Like when I watch, my ADD kind of kicks in, and then I kind of start thinking about something else, and then I don't pay attention for like 5 minutes, and then I miss a whole buttload of important things. So I have to do it. Like I have to be concentrated in it. Yeah,
me too. I'm a little bit of both. I do learn really well from reading and things like that. That was a lot of how I really learned D&D and got the information, read all the books. But I find that you learn it better once you really start playing and you get into it. But yeah, I'm a little bit of both. I guess what it is like I feel like I can only learn so much by reading information and gaining it that way, and then at some point I have to go and just start applying it to really like learn what it is that I've been reading or listening to or whatever. Like I find that especially for music and for mixing and mastering and things like that, I can learn as much as I can from watching a video and everything else. And I will gain like lots of little tidbits of information, but furthermore from that, I have to go apply it to really figure out what it is and what it's doing. District manager.
Is that what Jenny would be in a D&D game?
That's what she said. Well, she just said district manager.
District manager of a paper company called Dunder Mifflin.
Yes.
And that will be a D&D campaign.
Just The Office.
Yeah.
As a D&D campaign.
Yeah.
I mean,
crazier things have happened.
You could probably do it. Sure, it could happen. You could run it as a Call of Cthulhu sort of thing.
Call of Cthulhu.
Call of Cthulhu. This color shift is really easy to lay on. Like I've already almost got everything covered that I needed to with it. Just because it's so thin. So all you can really do is just spread it around and then wait for it to dry and then do it again. But it's looking really cool. Maybe now that there's more of it, you can see what's going on here. It doesn't look really great yet. But it will. It will. Well, yeah, and we'll take really nice pictures and put them in the Discord and everything.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like once we do have it painted.
Acquisitions Incorporated. You could use that book to do like an office D&D sort of thing. I haven't really looked much into that book because I heard a lot of people didn't really like it that much, but there's lots of things that people don't like that are actually pretty good. So
yeah, I agree. Except for Suicide Squad.
The first one.
Yeah, the first one.
We haven't seen the new one yet. We still haven't gone and seen it. We told Gosnick we would go see that.
I know, we didn't see it.
Yeah,
it's just finding time.
Yeah, that really is the biggest hurdle.
Yeah.
But we will see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, the second coat will definitely make it much better. That's what I'm going to work on now. I think the bottom is dry enough that I can start the second coat. I've used this color shift paint before, not this exact color, but the last thing I used it on was a dragon I painted for a buddy of mine. It was a Chardelin dragon for the campaign Icewind Dale, Rime of the Frost Maiden. And it's a big, like, armor dragon. It's like a big bunch of big pieces of armor magically held together to create a dragon. I thought it would look really cool with color shift paint. Oh, thanks for subscribing. No worries. It's all good. GNC wants to paint now. It's fun. Painting is lots of fun, especially painting miniatures.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just really relaxing. It's a good time. Good vibes. The first thing, I think I showed it on the last stream, that beholder was the first thing that I ever painted with this. Not the first thing I ever painted. When I was a kid, I used to do this a little bit, but from getting older, that's the first thing I painted.
See, I only started doing this thing once I was out here, and you showed me all of it.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
It is lots of fun. But, like, it's also one of those things where sometimes I get a little impatient, and I'm like, I just want to be done. I want to see the finished product. But I have to take my time.
Yeah, that's the only way. It's not a quick thing.
No.
Even with this and doing the extra coats on this and everything, I may just have to let it really dry before I can get it to look the way I want it to. It's starting to come together pretty good, but it is looking a little streaky in spots still too.
I think the one thing about like painting this car is I don't really know how I'm going to do the windows. Like what kind of color am I going to paint? And you have to make it almost look streaky, like it's glass. And I don't really know how to do that, but like I said, I was going to watch some tutorials, but we'll see.
what was I gonna say? Oh, the way I've seen a lot of people do the windows is like a gray blue sort of color, and then the streaks in it to make it look like a window,
like white, like
yeah.
dry brush streaks kind of thing.
Yeah. And Mandy says painting is very therapeutic, which I 100% agree with. It's nice to just like sit down and put on some good music, or like I'll put on like a little podcast or something in the background and just listen to that while I'm painting most of the time. I find it very relaxing. And
I've been really enjoying painting and like hanging out with you guys too.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's been lots of fun talking and painting. And
these Wednesday streams are really fun. So I titled this one Wazmocast, and I think that's what I'm going to start titling it. We said forever we were going to make a podcast and call it Wazmocast, and maybe that's what this will kind of turn into eventually or something like that. But I feel like this is the best way to start calling something Wazmocast and making it a thing. I'm glad it's therapeutic watching us paint.
Yeah. So I got the front grille painted all silver, and I got the rims painted silver, and the little tailpipes in the back. So I'm done with the silver. Now I'm going to go in with the black and do the little outlines.
It would be... Oh, yes. Mandy didn't mention that to me, and that's awesome. I very much appreciate that. I'm super excited to see the reaction tonight too. We're gonna be there.
We won't miss it.
Yeah, we're streaming until 9:45 or so, and then we're hopping up. 9:45 for us.
For our time. Yeah. For our time. Because I think when you go live, it's 10 for us.
This top is just looking so streaky, but I'll get it. It will look.
Okay. I'm going to go in with some black. Do you have the black?
I do.
There.
Abaddon black.
Is there a tinier brush? Oh, this one's tiny.
Wait, you have are you still using the detail brush? There's one called Insane Detail, and then there's one called the Psycho.
Insane Detail.
Yeah.
What one do I have?
There's Insane Detail, and then there's the Psycho. And then there's the Kolinsky hair brush, but that's a very expensive and very special brush, so be really careful with it if you're going to use it. It's for like really precise detail for the most part.
I'm going to go with the Insane Detail, I think.
Yeah, you're probably good with Insane Detail. That'll do it. Modesty is good sometimes, though. Most of the time.
Aw, thanks. We are working hard. I will say that. It's hard work, but it's fun, and it's so nice that we're able to, make these connections with you people, and we've made some really good friendships out of all of this. So it's all worth it. It's all worth it for you guys.
Yeah, 100%. No matter what. That's that's the thing. Like it's a lot of work, and it can be a lot like really stressful sometimes too.
Well, just time consuming.
Sometimes things add up.
More time, right?
Yeah, because on top of doing,
but it's all so worth it. Like it's all.
Oh yeah, on top of doing what I do here on YouTube and everything, I also work on Fiverr doing music stuff. So it just piles up some weeks, but it's all worth it for all you guys, and that you guys come here and enjoy it all. It's awesome. If we didn't have an audience, it wouldn't be the same.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like you guys make it so we have something to do, so we have a goal to reach, because you guys are the ones that love to see our content, and we're just so thankful for that. We just always want to give the best that we can for you guys.
This is starting to come together somewhat. I think I really do just need to let it sit and dry before I do too many more layers on it, though. But it's looking really cool, and the color shift is really trippy.
Yeah.
If I hold it on the right angle, it goes from pink to blue.
Let's see. Oh, wow. That is really turning out really good.
Is that cool?
Very cool.
don't know if you can see that it's shifting colors from there. Sometimes the color shift doesn't pick up very well on cameras either, but I think on my phone camera it will. Those brushes are like $30 Canadian. Klinsky brushes also wear down much better than synthetic brushes. Yeah, that's true. And you guys seen more, Mandy, and I think you and I come up with a game plan to put Wazmo out on the G&T SM accounts. What are the SM accounts? What do you mean by that? Yeah, we would love more eyeballs here. That would be fantastic. That's what we're working really hard towards. I just don't know a whole lot about getting more eyeballs on our channel.
Social media.
Oh, social media. Anyways, yes. Yeah, that would be awesome. Any help that we can get, we largely appreciate. We're just still trying to learn how to actually get seen on the internet and everything else. And we don't, we want an organic audience. We want real people coming and watching our stuff who like what we're doing and want to be involved in things. And we have a Patreon. We had Mandy joined recently, which was awesome. So thank you for joining our Patreon.
That was so awesome.
We don't have a whole lot on there yet. We need to work on it and update it more and get more things on there. I have a couple ideas for what I want to do with it. I just got some ideas the other day when I saw another Patreon that kind of gave me some ideas. So I'm going to update that and maybe try and add some behind the scenes kind of stuff on there. Yes, Shannon does do a fantastic job with the socials.
No, we of course would love you pushing our name out there. That it helps so much, and the fact that you guys want to help us do that, it's awesome.
Yeah,
it's
absolutely.
It's mind blowing.
Yep.
I've never felt like this much support from a group of people before in my life, and it's so awesome.
When I really started doing YouTube stuff, I never was fully confident that I was going to be able to find any support or like people to back it and everything else, people who wanted to help out. So it's really awesome that we've found people that are willing to help out. And thank you. Yes, independent artists are fantastic. I love independent artists too. I've always tried to be like into the local scene and the smaller band stuff like that. There's a band now. They're not that small. They got pretty big, but
I'm just trying to.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't mean to shake the table. When I lived in Ontario, there's a band, Dead and Divine. They got decently big, but they never got huge. And I used to follow them around all the time because I thought they were fantastic. Them and then lots of the bands that opened up for them too. I got really into. There's another band called A Sight for Sewn Eyes. Now they're called Sewn Eyes, and now I'm not sure if they're really around anymore. But they're from here, Nova Scotia. And I went to their last show that they said was their last show. It was just before the pandemic. Awesome band. So if you haven't heard of A Sight for Sewn Eyes, you should look them up. My art is kindergarten level. I was teacher. I'm not great at like visual art that way. I like painting, and I'm pretty good at painting and painting miniatures and stuff. But drawing,
you're good at painting. Like Alex, he doesn't think he's good, but he has some crazy abstract artwork that is just gorgeous, like just beautiful.
I'll find the cool one on the big piece of wood.
Yeah, like it's really good.
So I don't know if this will display on the camera very well. I'm sorry. Maybe if I hold it back here. I drew like everything on this, but generally the bottom half here is all a big piece. No, it doesn't display very well. If you could see it close up, there's all kinds of tiny little details in there. I'll find a better piece that I can actually maybe show on camera. But all I can draw is abstract art. If you told me to draw a dog, I couldn't draw a dog. But if you give me a piece of paper and a pen, I could make the piece of paper look cool. This one's kind of cool.
We would love to do an interview with Casual Cat.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, that's what they just asked. We would love to do an interview. That would be so much fun. I always think about like, I wonder when like the first interview will be. So maybe that.
We should get Alfie in the interview too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here is one of Alex's abstract artwork. It's just gorgeous. It's beautiful. And I don't know if you guys know the little Wazmo worm. That was from a piece of Alex's artwork that he drew a long time ago.
The artwork on Insight, like the album art I did myself. Well, this one here. But it's just a tiny little worm that was inside of another drawing that I drew that I then like digitally removed from the drawing and duplicated multiple times until. So if you've ever looked at this artwork, you didn't realize what it was. It's that little worm just kind of duplicated all over the place in weird little forms. And then this is Wazmo in Japanese.
I'm very excited too.
Mm-hmm.
That's so awesome that you guys want to do something like that.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Like so helpful and so fun.
Do an interview cast. Yeah. Oh yeah, we'd have a lot of fun doing it.
Yes.
This is a really cool paint, and I have yet to find a use for it, but it's like a slimy green kind of paint. I just saw it sitting there, and every time I see it, I'm like, I want to use this on something, but I don't know what. Maybe I could draw like green slime, like radioactive slime coming out of one of the dumpsters or something.
You'll have to do a gelatinous cube.
Yeah. Yeah. Could totally be on a gelatinous cube.
I'm doing the outside of the license plate.
What time is it now? 9:20. So we got another 25 minutes or so. I think what I might paint while I
I'm happy you have lots of questions. We have lots of answers. I hope we have the right answers for you.
Yeah. Oh no, this guy's stuck down. Captain America is stuck to the box.
Captain America.
He's very stuck to the box. Okay, I'm not gonna try and pry him too hard. I'll get him off later.
Beep, beep.
Oh wow, that's stuck down too. That's what I actually wanted. Oh, it's lifting.
Whew. These doing the outside of these license plates.
All right, I need something to pry that off.
It's quite tedious, I have to say. Aw, that's so nice. Thank you. We love all you guys too.
Absolutely. Anybody?
And honestly, since we've, like created this whole community of all of you, it's been all uphill since then. Like before, it was just kind of like flatlining, and we were working really hard, just pumping stuff out and just hoping that one day it catches on. And it just finally did start to catch on. And because of you guys, it's gotten to this point, like it's so awesome. It's so awesome. I can't even describe it.
I think I'm going to try and paint this next. So these things are the movement tools. When you're moving your characters in the game, some of them move different distances. Like one of the characters say they move large distance or medium distance. And you take this little tool and you put like your character here on their base, and they can move from here to the end of that. But the cool thing is they actually like leave them unpainted, and they want you to paint even those. Everything needs to be painted. So I'm going to do that. Oh, Jenny's heading out. Good night, Jenny.
Bye, Jenny. I love you. Thank you for joining our little Wazmocast. We always love having you here.
Yes, GNT, that's the goal, is to get to 1K subs so that we can monetize the channel. We're working on it. The first goal was to get to 100 subs, and I remember being so excited when I reached that because it let us get the URL on our page.
Yeah, I know.
I was trying so hard to get to 100 back then, and I was just like, oh, once I get to 100, I can finally get that URL. And we're almost at 300 now, which is pretty cool. I'm happy with that. Like that's awesome. But yeah, 1,000 subs is the goal. And I think you need 4,000 watch time hours, but we're actually doing pretty good there. We're like just about halfway there. So
I got that license plate and that license plate.
Oh, you did the little black around.
Yeah.
That looks awesome. That looks so good.
Yeah. So the back one is highlighted and the front one is highlighted.
I love your painting style compared to mine. Yours is very like intricate and like not like staying on the spots. I'm just like paint everywhere at first and then I'll fix it later.
Aw. And you know what? I don't know if Jenny's still there. I think she left, but she's one of my best friends in the whole world. And the fact that she's also part of this community is just it warms my heart because we live far away from each other now. And I'm so busy. I don't always have the time to contact people from where I'm from. So the fact that Jenny's a part of this now and I get to still have contact with her and still talk to her all the time just it warms my heart. It makes me so happy.
I'm just looking up I just want to
see lives.
Pictures.
We've noticed that since we've been doing the lives, our watch time hours have actually spiked.
Yeah,
which is good because I guess it's a long period of time. You're doing a lot. Right?
Yeah, I assumed that the lives would help with the watch time hours, and they definitely seem to. We haven't done reaction videos in quite a while now. We were doing them quite a bit. I don't mind doing them. And I do like doing them for certain things that we like reacting to.
We're just not. I guess we're not much of a reaction channel. I think that's kind of like where we're standing.
G&T's reaction, they're fantastic. Like their reactions are awesome. I don't mind doing them occasionally, but I do find that it kind of like changes the overall look of the channel, and it can maybe be confusing. They bring in lots of views. Like we've had a few that have reached nearly 10,000 views, especially the Slaughter to Prevail ones, which is fantastic. But then it brings in people who are looking for reaction videos, and that's not the primary thing that we're putting out. So who's out now? I love y'all more for twisting the covers in the metal. Yeah, and that's I think that's like what we're really about. That's what we really want to do. The idea with doing reaction videos originally was just to try to bring more eyeballs into the channel, bring more people here, which I think it did to an extent. But it's not like the core content that we planned on putting out in the first place. So it's like a hit or miss thing. I think what we'll do is like occasionally if there is something that we really do feel like we'd have a lot of fun reacting to or want to do it, we might put it out. Otherwise, the reactions aren't really like a primary part of the channel. I like this a lot better. Doing the live streams is a lot of fun. So I was just looking up colors that I want to paint these because I was like, I should just paint one of the movement tools. They're really simple too. Mm-hmm. I know I have a purple. Yeah. Oh, sorry. I'll leave my hand off the table. Yeah, I think keeping the channel what we really want it to be is the most important. That definitely makes the most sense to me. Yeah, because I don't want to be doing like a bunch of work that I don't want to be doing just to get views, you know? Like the whole idea of having this YouTube channel is doing things that we love. Yeah. Right? Like I don't want to steer away from that. Like the goal is to be happy with what you're doing, and we're really happy with what we're doing, and we want to keep it that way. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the struggle is always... that's so cool. Congratulations, guys. They reached 37K today. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, that's super exciting. Congrats. Like that's so awesome. And we can tell that your channel is just filled with hard workers. You know? Oh yeah. Like it's very obvious that way. So congratulations. I'm just getting some of the purple on here. I think that I'm looking at this picture here. So there's this picture of the movement tools.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
kind of what I'm going to do. Although the purple I have isn't as bright as that, but that's okay. I actually kind of like the darker purple because it looks more spacey. And I think the image on this is supposed to be Captain Marvel flying through space, which is ironic because Captain Marvel moves medium, not large.
That's what I keep saying.
But Captain Marvel's also already very overpowered in this game, so I think it's fair. Cass as Bob the Painter would be so epic. That would be epic. I would love to see Kaz doing like a Bob Ross kind of painting video. The best mod team ever. Not only that, the whole team bless us every day with being there for us and others. Well, yeah, that's it. Like having a team is definitely the biggest thing. And having people to help you and support you and run it, like help run your stuff is major. It makes a major difference.
Oh, yeah.
There's so much that needs to be done.
Yeah, there is. There's lots that needs to be done. And like, I just want to give a shout out to Pip because she's always there and always willing to help and always available for us. Like if sometimes I feel bad and sometimes I literally text her randomly in a day and I'm like, we're doing this. Are you available? And she's like, yeah, on it, coming over. So like, yeah, like that's really awesome of her. I just have to say thank you.
Mm-hmm. I should have painted these initially. Well, I mean, the car is really fun to paint though, but these are really easy to paint. Could have got these all done. But there will always be more streams. I don't know what we'll do for next week Wednesday.
Well, do you guys want us to like save the painting for like until we're done painting this game? Because I'm totally willing to do that. Because really, this is the only time that we have to paint. Right?
Yeah,
like we don't have much time to sit down and do this besides doing it on the live with you guys. So if that's what you want to see every Wednesday for the next little bit, that's what we'll do.
Yeah, we can just keep painting on Wednesdays. If we get time at all, like I may sit and start painting one of the miniatures here and there on an off day. But yeah, we can save most of the painting for the streams if that's what you want to see, or if you want us to try something different next week, we could always try something different. Yeah, there's always more stuff to paint. Exactly. Aside from just the Marvel stuff, I have a table over there full of stuff that needs painting. So
look at the taxi.
Oh yeah, that looks great.
No, like the word.
Oh, that looks really good. Oh wow.
I painted the word taxi on there. You can kind of see it. Beep beep.
Yeah, enjoy the painting as you get time. Just record. The game night was fun too. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, like I might not entirely save all the painting for the stream, but if that's what we're still doing and we still have things to paint, maybe we'll just continue painting on the live stream and chatting. I think it works out really good, and I think it's like a very good chill thing to do.
Yeah, it's definitely a chill atmosphere, that's for sure.
Yeah, exactly. It lets us like respond to the chat a little more often too and talk to people. It's harder when we're playing a video game to do that, but Marvel the Marvel game's pretty good for that too.
I know. I love sitting here chatting with you guys. I think it's so much fun.
Mm-hmm.
I always have such a great time.
The chat is really what makes fun. Yeah, that's what I think too. Play it like you do what you feel like doing for the live. Yeah, it's pretty much what I'm thinking. I'm just looking at what else I want to do here. Okay, so I've got the purple done. That's supposed to be all black, which makes sense.
Oh, yeah, he's looking at your alien picture. That's actually an artist.
Oh, those are really cool.
They're two pictures, actually.
They're by H.R. Geiger, if you know who H.R. Geiger is. Yeah, I'll try and show the other one to you. You might have seen it in some of the videos. Oh, it's behind my head. Oh, no, you can't see it because that's in the way. I'll see if I can pull it off the wall and show you. Maybe, yep. There we go. A friend of mine gave these to me a while back. That's the other one, if you can see it
kinda
for all the
spooky.
reflections. It is a little bit spooky. I think it's really cool. I think I traded it to a buddy of mine for something, but I don't really remember what. Oh, I think it was a tiny little mic stand. Oh, yeah, this is going to be fun to get back on. I didn't realize. I think I got it. Maybe.
If it falls, hopefully that brings us some viewers.
Let's hope it doesn't fall while we're asleep.
That'd be scary.
We had a ghost knock down a bunch of stuff in our bedroom one night when you first moved in here.
Yeah.
That was scary. I mean, that's the only thing I can think of it was, so.
Aww. I love that all you guys are just talking about how you can help us, and we're just sitting here painting. I feel like I should be doing more.
Time is it now? 9:34. Still got another 10 minutes or so.
Yeah, because we don't want to miss the G&T reaction. We're
No.
always there for that.
Yep. I need to start setting up these live streams a bit more too. I just haven't had time, but I know you can like set up thumbnails for when they go out, and you can schedule them so they automatically start streaming and all that.
Yeah, but
cool
we're just
fancy
kind of
stuff.
at the beginning
Yeah, exactly. So
of everything happening.
And the last week or so has just been busy, like very busy.
Well, it was kind of like our own fault because on Saturday I got off work early and it was such a nice day and I just wanted to go to the beach. Like I just wanted to take the afternoon to go to the beach and maybe go out for dinner. And we ended up staying out a little bit later than we probably should have, and we didn't get any work done on Saturday. So then we had to cram everything into all the 3 days that we had leading up to the video. But we reworked our schedule and we're like following it, and we're not going to take any extra days unless we have the time, unless we've, gotten
we're still
ahead.
going to try and go to the beach. Don't get me wrong. Like we need to take time for ourselves too.
Oh, for sure.
But,
but it's just we took it on the wrong day. Yeah, we had work to do and we decided to go to the beach instead. I think next time around we want to go to the beach, we'll make sure we get our work done and go to the beach the next day,
Yeah, exactly. If there was any sign when we were out that told me that we should have stayed home and done work, it was that when we went to our favorite restaurant around here, and they were so busy. And anytime we've been there, they've never been that busy, but they were just packed. And they kept apologizing to us because they were like, "I'm sorry, the food's taking so long." We were like, "It's fine, whatever. Like we love you guys. This great place is great." And it took a long time. And then when I finally got my food, the bun was just burnt, like so burnt. And they apologized. He immediately, like, he put the food down. He's like, "I need you to take a bite out of that and be honest with me and tell me if that's burnt." And I took a bite and I was like, "Yeah, that's pretty burnt." But he went back and there were no buns, no extra buns. So he didn't make me pay for it, which was great. That was fine. Everything else was good.
Yeah, but it was a definite sign.
But it was just like a,
yeah. You guys probably should have stayed home and did your work. So now we're going to have a bad dinner for you. That's your punishment.
That's right. Oh god, another mermaid video. I want to see the master with flippers again. We'll definitely do another beach video.
That's so funny.
You know what's really funny, and you might notice this, if you go and look at any of our covers that we did at that beach, and that's our favorite beach, that one and the Pierce the Veil cover, we're both on that beach. You'll see in the corner over here a little hair.
There's a little hair, yeah.
It was there in both of them. That hair was inside of our camera for a long time. It was technically there on a bunch of our covers, but you only were ever able to see it when we were out in the sun, when there was lots of light coming in. So I would clean the lens and we'd go home and I'd look at it. I'd be like, I don't think the hair is there. It's gone. And then we'd go back to the beach, film there. There's the hair again. Anyways, eventually I figured it out recently and I got it cleaned out and it's gone now. So the next beach video we do, the little hair won't be there. But yeah, I thought, and I don't know if like I'm clever enough to do this. I don't know if I know a good way to do this, but I thought it'd be really funny if we did another beach video and I like picked the hair off of the screen. I just don't really know how I would do that. But yeah. Some days you need to just be you and take a break. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I think that's
100%.
what I was feeling that day because like we hadn't gone out for like a couple of weeks and it was the first nice day in a really long time. Like we got so much rain here and it was so cold. And then we finally got like a full week of summer and it was that Saturday. It was just so beautiful out. And I was like, oh, like I want to go to the beach. I want to get some sun.
Well, regardless of the fact that our dinner wasn't the best, laying on the beach was really nice.
It was
very relaxing. So it was definitely worth it for that.
Yeah. You're not wrong. I'm trying to outline the windows. It's kind of coming along, but it's kind of hard. They're tiny little things.
Well, even the little lines on this are kind of tricky to just hit those. They're very small. Which is funny. I picked this up. I was like, oh, this will be really easy.
I know.
It is. It's relatively pretty easy, but not like hitting anything other than those spots is really tricky. Where's the black? Oh, you've got the black. Also, I heard that G&T watched a few of our older videos the other day on their break.
Yeah, including that's funny.
The last Christmas one, which was a really fun video. I think that's a really funny cover we did. We're definitely going to do another Christmas cover this Christmas. I don't know what we're going to do. We haven't really decided, but
I want to do the Grinch. I think that would be a really good one.
I think the Grinch would be really cool too. Well, I guess it doesn't matter. There was a guy last Christmas that did the Grinch cover, like a metal cover of it, and it's really, really good. And we could still do it. I just feel like his cover is fantastic. But that's definitely like one that we're considering maybe doing for our Christmas cover. I said it might be cool if we wrote like a Wazmo original Christmas song. Dirk Sarah, A Grim Christmas. What's that? Is that a cover or a song? I guess I'll look it up. I'm not sure I know it. But that sounds like that would be really good. A Grim Christmas. Emo kind of goth. Oh, that sounds like right up our alley. Yeah. I'm totally down for that. Should I tell them about the big cover I really want to do, but like I don't want to do it yet because it's going to take a lot of work and I really want to do it right? Or should we just leave that as a secret? Now they're going to want it because I...
Yeah, why did you say that? I think we'll leave that a secret.
Leave it a secret?
Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. Some things are better left as a surprise.
Okay.
Not to be...
Yeah, I agree. It'll be a good surprise.
Not to be like the downer.
Odd Tom says secret, so that's fine. I'm going with Odd Tom on that one. I mean, now you got to tell us. I don't know. It'll be cool when we do it, though.
Yeah, don't worry, guys. You'll see it one day.
And you'll either know what it is when you see it, or we'll tell you exactly what it is.
The one thing I will say about it is you're only going to need to hear one note and you're going to know what song it is.
Yes.
That's the clue that you guys get.
What time is it now? 9:43. All right. So we should I hate secrets and I hate keeping secrets.
Please don't cancel our interview.
Yeah, exactly. I should have said nothing. I'm terrible at doing that. Because I'll want to, like, that's the thing. That's what it is. 100% it's the same with me, where I'm just like, I hate keeping secrets. So I really wanted to say what it was. But I do also agree that it'll probably be really cool as a surprise. And I should just leave it as a surprise. You know, out of any, like, keeping secrets, though, I am good at surprises. My best friend from back in Ontario, Ryan, there's 2 occasions now where I showed up in Ontario since moving out here without letting him know, without telling him. But other people knew so that they could plan this out. And completely surprised him. He had no idea it was showing up. He freaked out. There's a really good video somewhere of it. I can't find it anymore. But for certain things, I'm pretty good at surprises. But yeah, no worries. We're gonna end it now soon, anyways, Pep. So
yeah, it's we don't want to miss the G&T reaction. We're very excited about that.
Yep.
And we love watching it.
Yeah, I think we'll shut it down now because it's 9:44. We should start getting ready for that.
We'll start. And I'll give you one last look at what I did with my car. So I got the silver, the license plate. I'm so proud of the little taxi sign. Got the back license plate. And I started outlining the windows on this side. So it's getting there.
I'll show you this one too. It's kind of showing what's going on. But I'll take some really good pictures of this and post them up in the Discord so you can see a better idea of what's going on with the color on here. But I think it looks really cool. I'm really happy that I went with this color.
That's awesome.
Night, Pip.
Yeah. Thanks for everybody who came on, and we had lots of fun.
Yeah,
and
it's a blast.
Made some more cool connections, which is awesome.
Yeah.
We're very happy about that.
Thank you, everybody. Have a wonderful night as well.
You.
No pain on the glasses or faces. Nothing to reach funny places. Yeah.
That was the goal.
Great. That was the goal.
Yeah.
Yeah, no problem. Like anybody that wants to join, just remember we stream on Wednesday nights, and Sunday. We do a gaming stream on Sunday nights.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Awesome. Thanks, everybody.
Bye.
Rock on. See you in the next video, next stream.
Yeah.
And we'll see you at G&T.
We'll be there.
Bye-bye.